Good evening, ladies. How are you? I am on. My mom had dinner early so that we were able to do our Sunday fun day on time. Plus Nate has to work. So she's like, well, he's got to be able to eat so that he can lay down. Because, you know, it's all about the grandkids. So when you get on, please say you are here. And I am going to look for us over on the iPad. All right. Okay. Happy Easter. I hope that you are doing well this evening. Okay, the card that we were going to do tonight, I have scrapped that one and we are going to do it in 2 weeks because it is a little more of a challenging card. It's going to take us a little bit longer, so we will do that card actually in 2 weeks, not tonight. But we are going to do a different fun fold card. Alrighty. So when you get here, please type that you're here so that I can see in the comments. Because I don't know who is on with me and who is not. I can see that 2 people are here, but that is all that I can see. And I am going to go over measurements. There are no more host codes. So when you make a purchase, you will receive 10% back as a reward in a future purchase, which I think is fabulous. Okay, so let's go over our sizes for tonight's card. And again, tonight's video, I will post it over into the YouTube page sometime this week. Okay, I will move it over there because Facebook is only keeping the videos for 30 days on this page. But you can go back and rewatch over on the YouTube channel. Okay, so you can always go over and watch it on the YouTube channel, and you can like it and subscribe, and you can leave a comment, and maybe we can start growing that channel. That would be fabulous. Okay, I'm going to drop this down just a little so that you're able to see. Okay, so we need a cardstock piece as our base. That is 5.5 by 8.5. Hey, Patty. And you are going to score at 4.25, which is going to give you your base for your card. Okay, so that is this, and this is that lemon lolly. Excuse me. And I'm going to set this aside. You're going to need 1 piece of white that is 1.25 by 3.25. You are going to need 2 pieces of a pattern paper that measure 1.25 by 5. You are going to need 3 pieces that are all the same pattern, but there are 3 different measurements: 1 by 5, a 1 by 3, and a 1 by 4. Okay? And I'm hoping, I watched a video on this card, so I'm hoping I remember how to put this card together. Oh, I kind of do now. We're going to need a piece that is 4 by 5.25. This will be our inside piece. Let's get this piece done right away. And we're going to take one of those that was a 1 by 4. We're going to use that piece. And that is going to go at the bottom of this piece. I'm going to leave just a teeny tiny edge of white, like so. And I think I am going to stamp he makes all things beautiful in his own time. I think that's my sentiment. I am going to stamp right there. Yes. Oh, I did not grab any blocks. So let me grab a block and some ink. Okay. We had dinner at my mom's. She made lasagna and she made meatballs. We are still, well, I should say not we, she is still trying to perfect my grandma's meatballs. And tonight's meatballs were so close. She is so close to perfecting them to be like my grandma's meatballs. And we're still, she's like, I don't know what she did to make them perfect. And we're like, well, you're so close. We're like, we'll eat them, you know, because they are so delicious. And they truly are. They are superb. We can't say enough about them. The only way to make them any better would be if my grandma were to make them herself. But, you know, obviously she can't. And nobody thought, hey, maybe we should watch how she makes them and we should write down the recipe. So everybody, make sure you write down those recipes of our loved ones. And I probably should watch how my mother makes them. So I'm going to put this piece that was at 4 by 5 1/4 on the inside. And then this was one of those of the same pattern. This was that 1 by 4. So that one at the bottom. Okay. So that was the first part. That was our easy part. Okay. So now comes, it's not hard. This is going to be very easy, but we have to go slow in order to do this. You will need a piece of white that will be 5 by 5 1/4, and then you will need a scoreboard or a trimmer that has either a scoring blade or a stylus or something that will help you to score. And let me grab my scoring board. Okay, let's make sure that it's in the camera frame, and it is. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to put my cutting blade up to the top, and I have my scoring blade ready to go. I am going to put, this is that 5-inch piece is at the top. The 5 1/4 is going down, okay? So now we are going to put this, which is the 5 1/4-inch side. It is going to go to the first line to 1 3/8. 1, 2, 3. So that is going to be the long line between 1 1/4 and 1 1/2. And we're going to score that. That is the first score line. Our next score line will be 1 7/8. And that is going to be this long line just before the 2. And I'm going to go right here. And I should have made a prototype, but I did not. Next, we're going to go to the 3 1/8, which is going to be, here's my 3. It's going to be that first long line after the 3. And now I need 3 5/8. So I'm just going to bump it back to the 3 because I like to count. So here's my 3. Here is 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, which would be a half. And now 5/8 is going to be that long line after the half. And now I'm going to score there. So I'm going to move my scoring blade or my scoreboard. And I'm going to raise this up so that you can see what we have. So we have a panel, a skinny panel, a panel, a skinny panel, and then a panel. Okay? So panel, skinny, wide panel, skinny, wide panel. Wide, skinny, wide, skinny, wide. Okay? So that's what we have so far. Now we need to do some folding. So we need to fold this first score line. So we are going to fold over on itself. So I'm going to fold over on itself, and I'm going to give it a nice crispy edge. Now I'm going to take this next skinny one, and I'm going to fold it back. Now this chubby one, I want to leave it alone. And I'm going to kind of just bump it out. I'm going to rotate like so. This one here, we're going to go to this far outside. Okay, so let's go to this far outside, and we're going to fold it on itself back. Okay, so fold. Let's give it a good crispy edge. And then back. And then I'm going to show you what you should have. So it's going to resemble something like that. Okay, so if I went to the side, you would see that wide panel. You don't see that little skinny. You see the wide panel. You don't see the skinny, and then you do see the wide panel. Now, if I was holding it flat on my paper or on my board, so to speak, it looks something like that. Okay? Well, thanks, Jennifer. Okay, we are going to take those two pieces that measured 1 1/4 by 5 that were the same. Okay, so this is that piece that we're going to take now that were the same. And these are those two pieces that are going to go on those outside edges. So let's adhere these next. And if you like your other side better than what you originally had, go ahead, use those. And if you want to, you can re-flatten this out just so that you have a little more stability. You can. And mine kind of shifted on me, and it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Wait till you see this card. It is so, so pretty. When I saw this one, I'm like, oh, this one is perfect for today. It really is. It's going to be so beautiful. I'm going to actually give this one to my mom, even though it's going to be a day late. It'll be fine. Okay, so this is what we have so far, right? Now, let's go back to those pieces that we had, that 1 by 5. Let's take that piece next. That is what's going to go right here in that center. Okay, so let's adhere that down next. And you're going to want to be a little a little gentle with that. I mean, you can pick it up and use your fingers to kind of guide that. Okay. Let's set that aside for a second. We are going to take our other last little pattern piece and that white piece that we had set aside, because these two now go together. Let's put these two together. Okay. All right, now those are all what we need. I'm going to clear the top of my table. And now we are going to put the magic together, okay? This needs to be put onto the front of our card. What we need to be mindful of is we do not want any adhesive on that skinny, the middle, or the skinny. So you really want to make sure you're only putting on these two outer flaps. Okay, so be very careful and mindful where you're placing your adhesive, and you really want to be adhesive happy, so to speak, okay? Because it is going to have some movement. All right, so now I'm going to kind of squish it all back together again. And I'm just going to get it so that it's looking like it's laying flat on the front of my card at about equal distance. Okay, and it should hopefully, well, it's supposed to lay flat, and I don't know why it's not laying flat right yet. Okay. All right, now we are going to add this piece on next. But when we add it, we want to make sure when we're adding, we don't want it to come off this far right side. And you're only going to put adhesive in that center spot. So that when it does close and goes into your envelope, and look at that, ladies. What does it look like? Isn't it perfect for Easter? Okay, now I have pulled out some circles. I just want to see which circle I want to use. Oh, I am thinking that one with the gold. Okay, let me see what else I have here. Thanks, Jennifer. That's little. I don't think I like that one. Thank you, Patty. Oh, and I definitely don't like that one. Okay, it's the one with the gold, which was my initial gut reaction. And that's too big. He is risen is perfect. And then I was going to do the cross right over that. Yes. Oh, I love when a plan all comes together. I am going to do the words, he is risen. And I believe I'm going to do that in second generation. Fern. And then I'm going to do the cross. All right, so I need 2 blocks. And then I need, I think I'm going to grab acorn because it's kind of that goldish color. Let me pop this down just a hair so you can see what I'm doing. All right, and we are going to do He is Risen first. On second generation, which just means I am stamping off to make it very light because I don't want the words overpowering. Let's first stamp off and let's just see. Oh, that is light. Okay, I'm going to just do a test on, we can do a test on the back side. You know what? I'm going to test it first here. I know this is not the circle that I want to use. Okay, that's full strength. And I'm going to do second generation strength on the back. Okay, and now, let's move that green before you know who gets into the green. Me. All right, let's try full strength acorn. And I'm going to go right in between is and risen. Oh my word, is that gorgeous. All right, and now I'm going to go full strength on this side. Oh, OMG, ladies. Okay, this isn't the circle that I'm using, but let's just for giggles. All right, I'm going to put it here so that we can see. Okay, that's full strength both. Let me lower the camera a little bit more. Okay, so that is full strength fern, full strength acorn. I think it can be that way. Or second generation fern, but full strength acorn. I think it could be full strength fern. Full strength. That's what I thought. Okay, I'm going for it. I am going for it. Because I think it could be. It needs to be, right? Okay. I don't know why I'm overthinking this. Am I in the camera? Yeah. Okay. Full strength. Here we go. He is risen. Right there. He is risen. Let's close up the green before I get green on me. Because that would not be the first time, right? Okay, and then we're going to do this very simple cross right between. Just like that. Oh my gosh. Ladies, this is just... I told you tonight's project was like absolutely perfect for today. Just, it's perfect. And I am not foaming. This is just as is. I'm just going to press that on. And there we go. And then you're still able to open the card, which is right there. And I can still put this in the mail. I don't know why it's not bending all the way, but I would just probably hand this one right to my mom anyway. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Oh, it's stunning. It is just an absolutely stunning card. That's about all I can say. So I hope you've had an absolutely amazing Easter. And I will see you next week for Sunday Fun Day. And we will be doing a treat box next week. and this video will be moving over. It will live in Facebook land for about 30 days, and then Facebook will delete, and it will be moved. I will be moving it over to my YouTube channel, so you can find it over there where it will live there. So if you could go over there and like and subscribe, please. Okay? Have a super duper rest of your evening and happy Easter. Good night.